place. 19 assists. He's the assist king. Yeah. He's the guy that puts everything on a plate for his teammates. So it's about time he had a bit of, praise for himself and got a bit selfish and took the adulation. I mean, it's an amazing season.
The atmosphere around Manchester United has shifted dramatically in recent weeks after the club internally reached a firm decision regarding the future of captain Bruno Fernandes. Amid heavy speculation linking the Portuguese midfielder with a potential departure, senior figures at Old Trafford have reportedly united behind the idea that Fernandes remains absolutely central to the club's long-term rebuild. The decision has been welcomed by many supporters who believe the captain still represents the heart, fight, and technical quality required to lead Manchester United back to the top of English football. For months, rumours surrounding Fernandes created uncertainty among fans and pundits alike. Questions about the club's direction, managerial stability, and lack of silverware sparked debates about whether the midfielder might eventually seek a new challenge elsewhere. Despite the noise from outside the club, United's hierarchy remained calm behind the scenes and carefully assessed the bigger picture before reaching a clear conclusion. Manchester United executives reportedly believe that allowing Bruno Fernandes to leave during such an important rebuilding phase would send the wrong message to the squad and supporters. The club understands that elite teams are built around experienced leaders capable of handling pressure, and Fernandes continues to demonstrate those qualities every single week regardless of the results around him. Inside Carrington, there is said to be huge appreciation for the standards Fernandes sets during training sessions. Coaches and staff continue to praise his relentless mentality, intense competitiveness, and refusal to accept mediocrity. Even during difficult periods where performances dipped collectively, the midfielder remained one of the few players consistently demanding higher levels from teammates. The decision to keep Fernandes also reflects Manchester United's recognition of his importance beyond statistics. While goals and assists remain crucial aspects of his game, the Portuguese international provides emotional leadership and tactical intelligence that are difficult to replace in modern football. His influence extends far beyond the final third. Many within the club reportedly believe Fernandes has unfairly carried the burden of criticism during difficult seasons. While the team has struggled with inconsistency, defensive vulnerabilities, and injuries, the captain often became the face of frustration among rival fans and sections of the media. United's internal view, however, remains strongly supportive of the player. There is also a growing feeling inside Old Trafford that Bruno Fernandes deserves the opportunity to work within a more balanced and competitive squad. Club officials acknowledge that the midfielder has often operated in unstable tactical environments with frequent managerial changes, inconsistent partnerships, and a lack of continuity around him. The decision to retain Fernandes is closely linked to the club's broader plans for the upcoming transfer windows. Manchester United are believed to see the captain as one of the foundational pillars around whom a stronger side can be constructed. Rather than dismantling the core of the team, the club wants to add more quality and energy around him. Supporters have reacted positively to reports that the midfielder will remain a key figure at Old Trafford. Across social media, many fans described Fernandes as one of the few players who consistently demonstrates passion for the badge. His emotional connection with the supporters has become increasingly important during challenging moments. Some former players also reportedly backed the decision, arguing that replacing a player of Fernandes' creativity and mentality would be extremely difficult in the current market. Modern football lacks many attacking midfielders capable of combining work rate, vision, leadership, and productivity at the highest level the way Bruno Fernandes does. Within the dressing room, Fernandes is said to command enormous respect among teammates. Younger players particularly appreciate his guidance and willingness to help them adapt to the pressures of playing for Manchester United. The club sees this mentorship role as another important reason to maintain him as captain moving forward. There were moments earlier in the season where frustration visibly affected Fernandes on the pitch. His animated reactions occasionally drew criticism, but internally Manchester United reportedly interpret those moments differently. The club believes his emotional nature reflects a player deeply invested in the team's success rather than someone lacking discipline. Manchester United's coaching staff reportedly feel Fernandes still has several peak years remaining at the highest level. Despite the physical and mental demands placed upon him over recent seasons, the Portuguese midfielder continues to deliver remarkable availability and endurance across multiple competitions every year. Another factor influencing the decision is the lack of suitable replacements currently available. Finding a player with Fernandes' experience, creativity, leadership qualities, and proven Premier League output would likely require an enormous transfer fee. United believe investing around him makes more sense than restarting from scratch. The club's long-term project under its evolving football structure reportedly places strong importance on experienced leaders who understand the expectations associated with Manchester United. Fernandes has now spent several seasons at Old Trafford and fully understands the pressures, media scrutiny, and emotional demands of representing the club. Fans continue to remember how transformative Fernandes was when he first arrived in England. His impact immediately elevated Manchester United's attacking play and restored confidence within the squad. That influence has not been forgotten internally, even if collective performances have fluctuated in recent campaigns. There is also recognition that Fernandes frequently sacrifices aspects of his own game to compensate for weaknesses elsewhere in the team. He has often been forced to drop deeper, cover larger spaces, and carry additional creative responsibility because of injuries and inconsistency around him. Manchester United reportedly believe stability will eventually allow Fernandes to thrive even further. Constant managerial transitions over recent years created uncertainty for many players, but the club hopes a clearer football identity moving forward will help maximize the captain's strengths and reduce unnecessary pressure. Financial considerations also played a role in the decision-making process. Selling Bruno Fernandes may have generated significant transfer income, but replacing his quality could potentially cost even more. United view retaining world-class experience as financially smarter than entering another risky rebuilding cycle. The relationship between Fernandes and the supporters remains one of the strongest within the current squad. Even during frustrating results, fans regularly acknowledge the midfielder's effort levels and willingness to take responsibility in difficult moments. That emotional bond matters greatly to the club hierarchy. Several teammates reportedly see Fernandes as the emotional engine of the dressing room. His intensity before matches, vocal communication during games, and constant encouragement behind closed doors have helped maintain standards during periods where confidence could easily have collapsed. Manchester United's recruitment team is believed to be prioritizing signings capable of complementing Fernandes rather than replacing him. The club wants more athleticism, creativity, and defensive balance around the captain to allow him greater freedom in attacking areas where he remains most dangerous. The decision to keep Fernandes also sends a message about ambition. Allowing the captain to depart could have fueled narratives that Manchester United were entering another phase of decline. Instead, the club wants to show belief in its strongest leaders while continuing to strengthen the overall squad. Bruno Fernandes himself reportedly remains committed to the project despite outside interest. Sources close to the player suggest he still believes Manchester United can return to competing consistently for major honours if the right structural decisions are made over the next few seasons. The Portuguese international has repeatedly demonstrated loyalty during difficult periods for the club. While criticism intensified and speculation grew louder, Fernandes continued speaking positively about Manchester United publicly and maintained his commitment to leading the squad through adversity. Inside Old Trafford, there is reportedly admiration for how Fernandes handles immense pressure week after week. Playing for Manchester United comes with relentless scrutiny, especially during inconsistent seasons, yet the midfielder continues to embrace responsibility instead of hiding from it. Former legends connected to the club have often spoken about the importance of mentality at Manchester United. Fernandes is viewed internally as one of the few players in the current squad who naturally embodies the demanding standards historically associated with the club's greatest eras. There is also optimism that stronger recruitment this summer could significantly improve the team around him. United officials reportedly believe a more balanced midfield structure would allow Fernandes to focus on creativity rather than constantly compensating for tactical instability. The club's medical and fitness departments are also said to admire Fernandes' durability. In an era where injuries frequently disrupt elite squads, the midfielder consistently remains available across packed schedules. That reliability makes him even more valuable to Manchester United's plans. Critics sometimes focus on Fernandes' emotional reactions during matches, but supporters often see those moments differently. Many fans believe his visible frustration simply reflects a captain desperate to restore Manchester United to the elite level expected at Old Trafford. As transfer speculation continues across Europe, Manchester United's internal stance reportedly remains firm and unwavering. The club does not want to entertain offers for Fernandes and instead hopes to build a more competitive side capable of supporting his ambitions. The captain's technical qualities also remain vital for United's attacking structure. His range of passing, ability to create chances under pressure, and willingness to attempt difficult forward balls continue to separate him from many midfielders in modern football. Some observers believe Fernandes has matured significantly since arriving in England. While still passionate and expressive, he has developed stronger leadership qualities and greater tactical awareness through years of carrying responsibility at one of the world's biggest clubs. Manchester United reportedly believe the best version of Bruno Fernandes is still ahead if the team around him improves collectively. With greater balance, tactical cohesion, and attacking support, the club feels the midfielder can elevate his performances even further. The decision to retain Fernandes could also influence future recruitment positively. Elite players considering moves to Old Trafford may feel encouraged knowing the club intends to keep experienced leaders rather than dismantling the squad's strongest personalities. There remains enormous pressure on Manchester United to return to consistent success, but the club clearly believes Bruno Fernandes should remain part of that journey. Rather than viewing him as part of the problem, United see him as one of the central solutions. As preparations continue for the upcoming season, Fernandes is expected to remain heavily involved in shaping the mentality of the squad. Coaches reportedly value his honesty, accountability, and constant desire to improve standards inside the dressing room. Ultimately, Manchester United's decision to keep Bruno Fernandes reflects faith, loyalty, and ambition. The club understands the magnitude of rebuilding a winning culture and believes experienced leaders like the Portuguese captain remain essential for achieving that objective. For supporters dreaming of a stronger future at Old Trafford, the decision offers a sense of stability during uncertain times. Bruno Fernandes remains the face of determination, passion, and creativity at Manchester United, and the club now appears fully committed to ensuring that partnership continues for years to come.